Hey, welcome back everybody, Sign here again with another episode of Forever Factory, and I have not done that yet, but we do have just like this giant windmill farm out in the water now. So I have 8 of them, each of them is producing 4096 stress. And something else I did is over here, I set up an experienced mob farm, well just a mob farm over here as well. And it's actually bigger than the other mob farm, so the pipes were having an issue getting the items out of here. And when I was putting it together, I got turned around and I set things up in the wrong direction. And rather than just, redo everything, I just ran the pipe a little bit further. So we have items going down into the sides, being pumped into the system. We have experience going up here, getting sent over to this tank here, which we have 45 buckets of experience now. And let me grab some food while I'm standing here. Oh, the Rosa Arcanas are full. Okay. So let me go grab a couple stacks of deep slate, I guess. We'll turn it into tough, and then I can turn on the XP. And one thing I need to do is hook up a way of detecting. Oh, hey, cool. Forgot about those. How full a mana pool is, and use that to turn on and off the XP tap. So that way, it's not just sitting there just dropping XP orbs into the world. I've already got enough issues with items collecting in the world. I don't need to have like 10,000 XP orbs sitting over here. All right. In here. Yeah, let's try that again, but without screwing up this time. There, I meant to back away so it could do all of that. And apparently I made some calcite. Isn't there... Okay, yeah, I can make it into bone meal. Okay. And also turn it into diorite if I wanted to, but... Yeah, screw diorite. You can turn it back into deep slate using manipulation essence. Okay, that's a thing. Turn it back into deep slate using this as well. Okay. Do that. And do that. There we go. And now I can come over here. You can see our mana spreaders are firing over there. Oh, they just quit firing, so it's full. Awesome. So I'm thinking I need to hook it up to... Maybe actually just this mana pool would be the best. Well, let's get to below half or whatever, kick on the XP tap. I can probably get rid of the endoplanes now too as well. Yeah, the Rosa Arcanas are going to do just fine. All right, well, let me go run these things through the crushing wheels, which I need to move that here soon. Because I was busy over here. So... I need to fill this. I'm holding off on all that. This needs to get moved here soon. It's kind of in the way, and I know I'm going to step in this lava a few more times. Haven't done it for a while, which, cross fingers. And now over here, we have our setup for making the chips. And so, drop the computing core base into here. It goes through, gets processors added, thermal paste, and done. And goes into here, gets pumped in the system. Now, with everything going on here, let me just, let's just go to the start on this. So there were three things we needed, fluids we needed to get over there. Now this is where immersive engineering is amazing with fluid moving. So what I got going on here is, this is my lava tank. So I'm having lava pulled from here into this yellow line. We're going to come over to here. This is my LPG tank, because we also need LPG. So we're moving both fluids through this pipe here without a problem. And then this one here is gasoline, which turns out I don't need because reasons. We'll get to that in a second. But it comes over here, and boom, up over to here, and straight up next to the crushing wheels. Which is one of the reasons I want to move those, is because it got kind of messy over there, and yeah. Alright, so yellow line comes in. Comes over to here. We have a fluid router. On the down, we are sending lava, right? Because we need lava for making the compressed mechanisms, which I went ahead and got that line set up as well. And from here, orange and yellow split off. Yellow keeps going here into the thermodynamic processing plant to drop off the LPG. Orange comes over to here and sends gasoline over to this blaze burner. Which, okay, in 1.7, there was supposedly a config option added, 1.07, where these things would power or would heat pneumatic craft machines. Yeah, they don't. That's why the campfire's here. He's just burning gasoline for no reason. He ain't doing jack. I'm not sure if maybe it's because he actually has to be powering something from Create to get the heat to come out, but I checked over there too, same thing. He's just running, he's not doing anything. Now, this whole mess of a setup here. So we have LPG coming in here, turning into molten plastic. I have this thing pulling plastic from here and pushing it into this basin here, which we've got a bunch of the different powders in. And right now, this is just waiting for a place to pump out the thermal paste. We have a fluid pump here. This is the important part. We need the router. Otherwise, it'll just pull the molten plastic from here and send it into the spout, which is not what we want, because that would be completely useless. So we have it filtering on the north side thermal paste. Pretty basic little setup. This is actually just something I left here. I went ahead, made up some more energy transmitters, because while you get 2 per recipe, and they're actually fairly cheap, except for this part, which I do need to set up a system for making precision mechanisms. But, so now our belts are moving faster, and it's happening over here. Oh, just happened. So I've set up, this line has nothing going on for it right now. This is just here. This is our compressed mechanism, and then this is our sawmill. Which, right here, we're taking and we're stripping oak logs, and then we're turning stripped oak logs into oak planks. And down here, we've got the packaged integrated circuits. We've got skystone block becoming skystone block slab, and we got andesite alloy becoming shafts. That's all done through the sawmill, which I'm controlling with this wonderful filter, which we can set what we want the sawmill to do. Downside, you cannot make oak slabs on a frickin' sawmill. I have no idea why. I can make stone slabs on it, but I can't make wooden slabs. It's weird. So I still need something for this line. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I might set up my wire mill here, but I don't know how well the wire mill works with belts. I don't think it works with belts, actually. But I do need to get my wire mill up and running. I do need to get a few other things. Metal press, I'm not too worried about. I've got the immersive engineering presses now to take care of that stuff. And the wire mill, I really only need for making actual wire for now. I can skip the wire mill if I just put up another metal press. Which, by the way, I did over here. This one is set up for gears. think I've got 4 gear recipe set up so far. This one's set up for rods. I've got this one set up. The reason is compressed mechanisms. We need a compressed iron gear and an end bar rod. Now, the annoying thing of this is once I set the machine and all the recipes up, you can only make compressed iron gears in the multi-servo press, not in the immersive engineering press. So I've got a multi-servo press over here. Do your job, man. And this one, all it does is make compressed iron gears. So, this, okay. Something else I did is I upgraded these to the blazing tier, which did take a little bit of time, but it was taking about 7-8 seconds per crystal previously. And now, boom, done. It actually takes longer for these things to initialize and realize there's an item than it does for them to transform it. So our cryothium is sped up quite a bit, which is still going to be a little bit before we need the cryothium, so we're fine for now. I think that was basically everything I did off camera. There's a bunch of little fiddly work, and I was watching a movie, so I didn't bother recording. Yeah, it was like a bunch of waiting for this thing to get done processing bits and bobs and everything else, so it was just not very exciting work. I wonder, can you, did I put the probes in here, or are they in my bag for some engineering stuff, right? So that, here, let's put you and you away into here. Ah, here we go. Redstone probe connector, redstone wire connector. I need my screwdriver. Still have the spirit of calling on me. I just put that away. And redstone app. This is what I use to check redstone signals with. Also, you can go away, same with you and you. And those, and there we go. Cleaning up the inventory. All right. So I don't know exactly how these things present themselves. The mana pools. Like, do they present themselves as a tank or what? I don't know. Signal threshold of 2 on white. Put you into output mode. That's amazing. Okay. I can't detect a freaking drawer from functional storage, but I can detect a mana pool. That is great. I love that. Do I have any, like, levers on me? No, I don't. Dang. I should be keeping levers on me, honestly. I mean, all right, so we're going to put a probe connector here. And we're going to put, if it'll go, I think it will, right? Yeah. The immersive connectors they're not really very picky about attaching to a solid block versus a non-solid block. I mean, a full block, I should say, not necessarily solid. I don't really care about solids either. Let's put it up to 15. And what do I have for mana stuff over here? Go ahead and make another Terra Steel, because that takes a good amount of mana to do. So, okay, first things first. Thank you. Oh, and a diamond didn't land where it should be. There it goes. God, that's quick. When you're pulling from this many pools, it does it very, very fast. Okay, let's not get too close to the Rosa Arcanas at this point, because they'll pull my XP. So we dropped the pool a good amount. Yeah, right about half, minus what was sitting in those ready to go. Set you to output, we'll set you to signal strength of like 6. I have a feeling I want it to be actually be the other way. I want it to send a signal when it's low, not when it's high. So I'm going to need to invert this somehow. I mean, it's not really the end of the world, but it's gonna not be as pretty is the only thing I can think about. All right, here's basically my proof of concept, right? Right now I have this thing set to signal threshold of 4. Powers the block, turns off the redstone torch, which unpowers the redstone lamp. So if I was to take and start moving this stuff around now, I love how the connector stays floating in midair. I want to put you here, thank you. Now, give me this back. If I put you here, will you connect like I want you to? Oh, it just barely skirts the edge of that spreader. That's awesome. All right, we are going to set you to be like a signal strength of like 10, right? That's about 2/3 of a mana pool. You are going to be on output mode. Are you not redstone controlled? You're not, are you? We don't have a patchouli book for this mod, do we? Well, there's the admin shop book. The other way of doing this would be... Okay, yeah, let's do it that way. All right, so I think I have a workaround set up. And that is, we're going to control the pump with redstone instead of the taps. And the reason I say taps is I put 3 more on here, so we have 4 taps that are now fully open all the time. Because I'm thinking this pump is going to send XP faster than 1 tap could handle it. So let's go ahead and... Okay, threshold 10, great. I just need to set this one over here to output mode, and we should be good to go. Oh, wait. I screwed up. Because I used the pump to drain the XP from that tank over there back to here. This is currently set to input. Okay, that's output. And we'll set you to input. Now it'll work. It should work. I still have to set it up in reverse, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay, that's not a huge problem. So, pick you up. I'm going to need a blocks and spacer for now, so we'll just use that. You go there. I'm going to set you up as an output. And we'll do that. Hey, look, we have XP happening over here. It's actually keeping up with 4 taps. Oh, good. Where is my one force? Here we go. This one's building up. You are sending to the top one. Okay, you're not building up. You are kind of building up as well. You're also going to the top one. So are you. I have a potency lens on this thing, but I probably should also get... Potency makes it send twice as much mana per burst. Should probably combine the lens with... Oh, what is it? A velocity, maybe? Yeah, velocity lens, which is the air lens. Here, let me add that. And then we can combine the two with the slime ball, and yeah. Is anything else building up? No, okay, the bottom one is fine. It also has a potency lens, but it's keeping up just fine with these. The top one is the one that's the issue. Did we run out of experience over here? Is that what just happened? No. No, it turned off. Sweet. So now, it's going to keep draining these flowers out. I got too close there. There we go. And now we're back up to 2/3. So since I know how quick it'll shut off, I'm going to set it up to 14. You know what? 15. Shut off when full. It did use quite a bit of experience, but like 50 buckets worth of experience so far. It was at 112, 13, something like that. But it'll shut off when full. That's great. We are done with that for now. So we need to work on the Certus question, right? So let me get another pulverizer made up. One of you. And also, that can go away. Okay, I'm also going to need... not necessarily a charger, but a way to charge these. So I can do the charger. I can do the Tesla coil. That's from Create Stuff and Things, I think. Or we can do the energizing orb. Maybe do another energizing orb. 4,000 forge energy per tick, and it takes 20,000. So it would be 5 ticks. Yeah, one should be fast enough, I think. Alright, let's see. Let me just grab 2 of these for now, because I need some living wood planks. And then we're going to make an open crate. Right now it's awaiting compressed iron gear. Okay, we still have plenty of compressed iron left. Okay, good. You have 64 and 60. Why are you waiting on those things? You're done. Stop. You're good. There it goes. That kicked back into life. Did it start asking for the other ones as well? No. Okay. It just got stuck for some reason. Okay. Alright. I do need to set this thing up to know to craft the stuff. Compressed iron and a few other things. That's going to be a fun setup. We're going to worry about pneumaticraft stuff in the future. Not right this moment. Alright. Also, I need to get an automatic furnace of some kind set up. Probably going to use the small electric furnaces from Engineers Decor, because it'll be easier to set up a bunch of recipes onto a belt chain feeding into the furnaces rather than, you know, like 4 pipes going into one, storage crate somewhere and going from there. Alright, so that should be enough starters to get started with anyway. I need this. What does it take to make the Tesla coil, actually? Mechanical crafters, okay. Capacitors. It's not bad per se. I have to set up some mechanical crafting, which is honestly not going to be a huge issue. Does it mention we can use it to oxidize copper too, huh? Or to deoxidize copper? It's kind of cool. Book of channeling. Okay, 10 million forge energy for that. It's only 10,000 energy to use the Tesla coil versus 20,000 with the energizing orb. We could also use that thing to charge items up, like, different items that take power. All right, you know what? For now, we're just going to go 2, 1, no, back. I can put my crate wrench away. I did. Here we go. There you are. Now, can I get a cog? And I think I still have some transmitters left in my toolbox over here, right? Yeah. You go there. You go there. Number 2. Okay. So for a excuse me, Tesla coil, you just add this to our wish list. We need copper spools. Oh, copper wire not found. All right, let's just do this now and get it over with. Give me the crescent hammer, because the crescent hammer is nice because it'll rotate a piston in all 6 directions. The engineer's hammer just rotates it on the freaking horizontal axis, which is annoying. You go there. I need you and you. Because you're going to need power. There we go. I will set up automation for that later. Now I'm just going to grab some copper. Are you ever going to come down from there? There we go. I am going to need spools, though. Oh well. So you, boom, that. There we go. You can have those as well. Really? These things are freaking expensive compared to the immersive engineering wires. Too bad those weren't all like or dictionary together. It was interesting when it has that sound glitch. Okay, get rid of that and that. Probably don't need that on my hotbar or my wish list either. Right, away you go. So we need a couple brass sheets, we need electron tube, brass casing. Okay, I mean, nothing too major. Right, 1, 2, 3. You. Wasn't brass casing different from normal? Nope, nope, it's the same. Okay. I think copper's the only one that's different. All right, we need casing there, and then brass sheets are there. Okay. Now, that's electron tube or something, isn't it? This thing. I don't have any polished quartz, do I? Yeah, I don't. Okay. Eight of those. Diamond grit sandpaper, I think. Nope, diamond is not found. So when I screwed up, I think it was last episode, and put regular diamond into a pulverizer instead of... Oh, we're out of diamonds. Dang it. Instead of the diamond ore. It must have just deleted that diamond dust for some reason. Because I pulled out the diamond ore before it was ready. Alright, well, we'll come over here while that's busy working. There we go. There's that. I need to get this hooked up to getting into the system too. I'll worry about that after I get the thing moved. Now we need... Alright, so we had enough for one, but it wants another zinc plate. So we're going to have to wait a moment for that to happen. You go there. You go there. That can go away. There's our other capacitor. The auto crafting is working great. It's not the fastest, but you know what? It works good. Thank you. Now I need a depot. Hey, look, we have one. Okay, so we have charging the Certus now between these two items. We have a way of dropping them into the world. We have a way of pulverizing them. After this is just logistics. All right, I think I have a setup that'll work for me. And I could have made this more compact, but I decided to kind of spread it out a bit just to... Nothing else kind of show what's going on. So we have a drawer here for Certus. Certus quartz dust and charged Certus. This is just basically a buffer to get this, whole thing working. So I have this retrieving Certus with a high priority. So this always, if both machines are available, it will go to the depot first to make sure we always have a supply of charged Certus. And over here, I've got this guy also requesting, Certus, right? And I put a stack limiter in here. Let's just go ahead and change that to 1. That way it doesn't try to put more than 1 Certus in here at a time. And this is working pretty quick. And we got dissolves powder in here, so we're getting up to 3 per, which is nice. Then we have extracting out of the bottom on both these, going back to the drawer. And then back here, I've got a line going into this item batcher, which is basically just another buffer. I was setting this up so when output when individual filter is satisfied. However, with an open crate, it only lets 1 item in at a time. So it was constantly dropping nothing but Certus, or charged Certus, which is the first slot. So I'm going to change this out for probably a factory dropper from Engineers to Core. Right now it's working fine. It's just eventually I'm going to end up with probably just a pile of Certus quartz dust in here that is going to despawn. But that becomes Certus, gets picked up with this filtered accumulator, and pumped back into here, where it then repeats the cycle. And I mean, like right now we've got a stack of Certus quartz dust. And so we're building up here. And I wish I could upgrade only one slot of this drawer. Because then it would set these two to be, you know, a stack downgrade. And then this one probably a stack upgrade. So we end up with lots of Certus, but I mean, for now it's working. Over here, I've got this thing requesting Basal's powder, so I need to get a good supply of that going on. And for that, I can just come over to here for now. Let's see, my Basal's rods are down here. Me. There it goes. With a step assist, it's kind of hard to go down ladders sometimes. So we'll come over to here, and we'll have you do that for now. That's still running. How is our... I don't have a bucket on me, never mind. I was just curious about how that... Well, it's... The visual indicator is definitely increased, so... We should see, yep, there's some Basal's powder showing up now. Good. I want to keep this thing stocked with Basal's powder. I need to actually move that pulverizer into an area where I can actually have auto crafting set up, because right now I don't. The only thing hooked up to this thing is just an extract module. This thing is working nice and quick with those Tesla coil. I almost want to hook up a pipe pressurizer over here, just to get items to move faster, but I think we'll be good for now. So let's get that factory dropper made up. So you, factory dropper, done. Oh, we need the old industrial wood for this. Okay, it's literally any plank plus charcoal. So I mean, you know, request or there we go, and yep, there goes now into planks. There we go, another plank's showing up. It was also requesting planks for the coke oven downstairs, so. And there we go, factory dropper. Let's come over to here. Now this side of the base, the reason I set up over here is I already don't come over here with an item magnet on because of this. So I am curious. From level 61 to 145 just by the experience orbs laying around. Alright, we're making more gummies. Okay, right, you need to go away. And yeah, you're on my hopper already. Got me. There we go. Face down. Very good. And I'm going to have you set up. This is power. This is offset. There we go. I just manually triggered it by clicking that. Okay, what does it say now? I want to leave this blank. Filter matches automatically. Okay. There it goes. And it's going to drop them in pairs, which is the best part. So I've got an extra charged in there. That's more sandwich. You see how it's got a red signal here? Oh, green, bolt dropped. Yeah, Engineers Decor has a lot of items like this that are very, very helpful in certain situations. They make things just so much easier. We're actually getting a backlog of Certus now, though. Give me those. It's actually producing faster than the machines can convert it now into charged and into Certus quartz dust. And Pretty Pipes is smart enough to realize that, hey, if there's no room for Certus quartz dust here, it's not going to try pulling it out of this machine. You get a speed upgrade over here. Move the items to the pipes quicker. Yep, but we're doing better now. Yeah, we've only got 2 of those. So I need to let that run for a while and just build up more and more of this. The open crate normally would work, except for the fact it only has 1 internal slot, and I was trying to drop 2 different items. So the item batcher just wasn't doing its job correctly. That's because it wasn't able to. But now with the factory dropper, everything works great. And actually now we don't even need the item batcher. We're going to set you to output when both are full now. And boom, there it goes. Here, let me pull that out so... There, boom, and then it immediately drops. Nice. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. Managed to get better mana generation going completely automated now, so I don't have to worry about it ever again. Which means I can set up auto-crafting over here for different things. Which includes the tuff that I wanted to do that I can pack in episode, 6, 7, something like that. But this is all set up, ready to go. How are we doing on XP over here? 75 buckets. So yeah, it is building up. I mean, I can't continuously craft all day long. But, we can do a decent job at it. And we are getting even more mob drops. Which is mainly the things I want is redstone. We do get a little bit of iron out of there. But I haven't bought redstone ore in a long, long time. And we are at 7,200. So the mob farm has been doing great there. And actually, probably the only reason we still have any iron at all is due to that mob farm. We get pull up on engineering over here? We did. Okay. Doesn't mean I'm probably out of diamonds over here again, though, right? Nope, we have 13. Sweet. So that system is working like it should as well. Even better. All right, but thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until the next one, signing out. Have fun.